Good morning, everyone. Mike Mosquito and Maureen.
Niley.
We're on location at HIMSS 2026. We're in the Nordic booth today for a conversation with Steve Eckert, Chief Growth Officer for Nordic. Steve, hey, known you for over 20 years, man.
I know, man. I know.
I've been shaking with Nordic now.
It's been a year now. Yeah,
Is it good?
it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Good.
It's been a lot of work, but it's
Yeah.
good. Very rewarding.
You guys have some new branding going up. The booth is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we really spent this last year just really redefining who Nordic is. And, we are like everybody going through transition and change, trying to react to where the industry's going, where our customers are going, what they need. And so we have this focus on, it's not an easy thing to say, but singularly healthcare.
All
right. And I think it's actually, it rings true with where we are, where we want to be in the future for Nordic. And like I said, it's taken us some time. We've had to redefine who our partners are. We've had to, make some transition there, transition our services, make sure that we really define what we do in the marketplace. It's been great. It's really rewarding. I think you can see from the buzz around here, pardon the pun, that things have really started taking off for us. So it's been great. We had a great year last year, and I expect this year to be even better.
I love it. I love it. One of the things, though, you have always done so phenomenally well are your managed services. So although you may be looking at, adding things or shaking a few things up, managed services has always been a huge piece of what you all offer.
Yeah, it has. Nordic got its start back in, 15 years ago, really being the best in the industry year over year in implementing Epic as an example. Since then, the company has grown. We've moved into many services outside of just Epic, of course, into Oracle Health and the Workday and Infor, et cetera, advisory services. But I think the things that we are seeing phenomenal growth in is managed services, whether it's something as simple as offering the service desk all the way to full ITO for certain clients. Of course, our owner in Bonsa Course, we completely run their IT shop from an ITO perspective. And we have many clients that are in between, whether we do AMS, we do Epic AMS, all ancillary applications.
All right.
And, if there's anything that we've seen the biggest growth in the last few years, it's managed services.
I love this.
Yeah.
So how's that look? I know you've got some great service lines that you already deliver on. You got a ServiceNow service line. How is that working with your services and your managed services for your clients?
Yeah. So ServiceNow we've offered ServiceNow as a service for quite some time as a managed service. And, recently what we've noticed is there's a lot of our clients out in the marketplace that have are either considering moving to ServiceNow, or they are looking at, maybe doing a reimplementation or just making sure they maximize the solution. And so we've launched here recently, one of the, transitions we've made is to launch a full implementation practice around ServiceNow.
Ooh.
And it's been cool. We, in a very short amount of time, we've seen significant traction there.
Right.
And so that's really cool. And, when we talk about like how we've offered ServiceNow as a service, or how we've done managed services, I would say that, I think we have an obligation and an opportunity in the market to truly do things different. Mickey Davis he's a president of our managed services group. He and I work very closely together, and he's done a tremendous job of not just doing what the clients expects, but really to go above and beyond to truly, really focus in on our quality, and differentiating who Nordic is in the market.
Yeah.
I think there's that opportunity to truly be a healthcare focused only firm offering managed services in this space, and being able to really understand what that means to our clients. How do we really meet the quality things that they expect us to be able to do, focusing on patient care, allowing them to focus on strategic initiatives, and allow us to do the blocking and tackling behind the scenes so they don't have to allocate resources or compete for resources in their market.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you want them to be able to do what they do best. And so you're just empowering them to be able to focus on those things. So tell us what's happening right now from a client perspective. Anything new or exciting that you're engaging with clients on beyond the managed services or the ServiceNow implementations?
Yes. This is kind of one of those challenging stories, right? So, it's humbling in the fact that, for many years, Nordic was always ranked very, very highly. And I would say over the, last couple of years, Nordic kind of took their eye off the ball. Not completely, but just a little bit, right? And within a few of our clients where, we didn't, really kind of meet the same standard that our clients were used to.
But you know what? Can I just say though, this is just absolutely beautiful that you acknowledge it, and you are now pivoting in a different direction, because there's a lot of companies that would just keep their heads down and not acknowledge, hey, maybe we didn't do the best there. So congratulations on being able to recognize it and then keep moving forward.
It's tough, but it's so important.
It is so important.
And, it's class. You guys know class.
Yeah.
Obviously, and class is the one that, typically recognizes healthcare. And, we used to be kind of the darlings, right? We would go and we'd come back and somebody made a comment that we'd carry, awards back in both arms. Well, that hasn't happened to us recently. And that's because we haven't done some of the things that that we know how to do. So we have doubled down in our efforts. We launched a program. I'm the sponsor for this program internally. It's our commitment to excellence program. And there's really not a lot of rocket science to it. It's just doing the basics right. Ensuring that our customers get uniform services from us, no matter what they do. If it's ServiceNow, if it's Epic, if it's managed services, they know we run projects the same way, that we report on them the same way, that we are focused, that we're talking to our clients, that we're listening, we're gaining that feedback, we're talking to them about where we're headed and what we're seeing in the industry, doing all the important things. It's really been kind of doubling down on those efforts. It's going to take some time, because all the industry, all those things are kind of lagging indicators. They don't really reflect where we are today, but we know we will never go back to where we were, because it is painful, and we recognize that. But the important thing is we got to make sure that our clients see that, and they recognize and see that the impact, the difference that we're making. And that's going to be our challenge for 2026. Make sure every client feels it.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. You're lining up all the right bricks to deliver. Talk to me about resources around all this structure. How are you forming your resource pool and your resources that are going to facilitate this?
Yeah, it's the most important thing, I believe, is that we can't be successful. We can't make our clients successful if our employees aren't happy. Okay. And so we have to have consultants that want to be here, that want to be part of this, that want to make sure that they are delivering for our clients. And sometimes that's hard when people aren't in the right place. Right. Because they're, get a little lost. And so we've had to make some pivots, to your point earlier, and make sure that we have people in the right place, first of all. Second thing is we have to give back to our employees and make sure they understand where we are, where we stand, and how important they are to us. And so we've done things to, enhance, whether it's bonus payments, whether it's meeting goals on that pretty dang close to, fully funded on the bonus plan, whether it's cost of living increases. But also, healthcare insurance is a big problem, right? Well, we've held that steady for 2 years, including this year, and at the same time, established a recognition platform where they can get awards and actually use funds to, buy them something. They're not big things, but they're little things.
It's appreciation.
It's appreciation.
That's
correct.
Right.
Very nice.
So that's been our focus, is making sure, the last piece, and maybe the most important one, which is making sure they have a career trajectory and they understand where they are, right?
Yeah.
And so some people may want to be in the role they're in today and forever, right? They do what they do and they love that, right? Other people are looking for, hey, what's next for me, right? And so we got to make sure we're listening for those opportunities. We're paying attention to them. If someone's gone out and gotten their master's degree recently, you got to think, what does that mean? What do they want to do next?
Right.
And so you got to have those conversations.
That is perfect. So you're focusing right now on clients. You're focusing on your people. And I would imagine there's probably a third leg to this. And I'm going to say partnerships. Is partnerships a factor of what you all are assembling together? Any exciting news there?
Yeah. Hopefully something that we can announce soon. I was maybe kind of hoping to be able to do that before, but timing. But I will tell you that I think the same direction our clients are going, they're thinking about, virtual health. They're thinking about, hey, how do we ensure that we're meeting the patients where they are?
Yeah.
How do we help them with things, strategies and advisory services around ambient listening, whether or virtual nursing and things along those lines?
Yeah.
And I think you'll see us dive deep into that space in the very near future.
All right. Well, Steve, I love this. You've given us a roadmap and the plan of delivery.
Yes.
For the new Nordic, new logos, beautiful green color as usual. But I love that you're focused on the people that are delivering.
Yeah.
Because that's very important. I think that gets missed. There's a lot of lights and boots here on the floor. It takes understanding the people behind it to deliver what they're going to have inside of the health system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the way you attack that with, let's give growth to our people as well. Let's make sure we reward them. So I commend you guys on delivering on that as well.
culture is key,
It's key.
and we've got to make sure that we continue to commit to that. It's always a work. Always a lot of work, especially when you're a virtual company. We really don't have everybody in the office ever, right? That's impossible. We have over 3,000 employees. We're global. The goal here, though, is to make sure that, our teams are reaching out to one another and people feel rewarded and appreciated for the work that they've done.
That is good stuff.
I love it.
This is great. Well, this has been a great episode here on the floor. We're in the Nordic booth today shooting our short for them. We had a great party with them last night over at the Juliet Lounge. It was packed out. We hope you were there.
Maybe too crowded.
Maybe a little too crowded. I think we outkicked our coverage last night. But it was a beautiful event. But again, if you need to make it by 6:31, the booth here on the floor. We're on the upper level of the HIMSS 2026 show floor. I'm here with Steve Eckert, Maureen Eileen, and the Buzz Podcast. And we hope to see you at HIMSS 2026. But until next time, like and subscribe on thebuzzpodcast.net. And you guys keep buzzing.